Hi guys, it's Johnny Johnson here, and today in this video we are going to I'm going to explain why I bought a first generation of Apollo X6, and also I bought our cheapest Mac Mini for $599, but you can get you could have it even cheaper because on Amazon currently have $50 discount and they have student discount for $499. So in this video I'm going to explain why I bought this combo and how I managed to start this combo, to use it, the installation problems. I'm cover some of this stuff, and it's also gonna be start of my long-term review, because whole my life I using Windows, more than 20 years, and first time I switched to the Mac system, and it's going to be like long-term review of this Mac Mini, the cheapest one, 16 gigs of RAM. It's a crazy deal because my current PC have 128 gigs of RAM, so almost 10 times more, because my current PC it's hugely overkill for music production. I bought it for video production. I bought it for 4K video editing, and I'm not gonna sell it because I still need this PC. But for music production, I decided to switch to Mac right now because I bought the Apollo X6 in 2025 first generation. And also in this video, we're gonna listen to this Unison preamps. We're gonna listen acoustic guitar recorded through Unison preamp and with the DSP onboard processing and without the DSP onboard processing. So raw sound and processed sound with those Apollo integrated plugins. And we're also gonna be comparing the sound of this acoustic guitar with my previous audio interface, the Behringer UMC1820 that I still have. This you can see it's here on the bottom, a little bit under the cable hiding, but I still use it, and I'm not wanna sell it because I think for the price it's insanely useful tool to have, and I'm not gonna sell it. I just this audio interface will stay with Windows system, and I think it's a good idea to have like two systems. So I'm starting with this video like my long-term review, and I also wanna in this video cover the difficulties that you might face if you gonna buy something like Apollo. Maybe you want to switch to the Mac. It's gonna cost you a little bit headache, and I'm just ran through it a couple of last days, and I just want to share my experience because it's was stressful. Actually, it was stressful. So let's start from the beginning. Why buy the Apollo X6 in 2025, the third generation? Because the second generation just came out a couple of months ago, or even months ago, or something like that. And right now I literally snatched the first generation on Amazon for $1,400, even less. $1,400. So this audio interface, yeah, you can see this audio interface. It was for the price of $2,700. So it's almost a half of what it originally cost. And I got it brand new with warranty, with everything that you might want, with the plugins, and I think it's insanely great deal. And why I bought this audio interface, because I had a Behringer 1820, and I really like this audio interface, but I wanted to have the experience. How does it feel like to use top of the line, you know, top of the line audio interface. And audio interface, it's not like iPhone in 2012. It's not, you don't need to update your audio interface like every year. So this Apollo X6 is gonna be working, and it's gonna be top tier audio interface. Even the 20 years has passed, so I'm gonna be 60 plus here. It's still gonna be the top tier audio interface, right? So it's like lifetime investments, and it's cost me half of the original price. I think it's a good deal for the new unit. What do you think about that? Let's share you down in the comment. What do you think about that? So, and I also have this Mac for $599, but you can get it cheaper. Like if you're a student, for $499. It's really the good deal. They really did not like check. You just need to press the check that you are a student and you're going to be use it like for educational purpose, and you snatch for $499. You snatch this Mac Mini with 16 gigs of RAM. Okay, so this is the reason, because it's a really good bundle. So less than 2,000 grand, or like right 2,000 grand, right? Less than 2,000 actually, plus tax is kind of a little bit, but it depends where you live. So I snatched those bundle of Mac Mini and the Universal Audio Apollo X6 and a couple of days ago. So, and for $2,000. So originally the audio interface itself cost $2,700. So it's a great deal. It's a great bargain. So no doubt about it. So this is the reason. And I don't think that second generation, I thoroughly checked all the specs of the preamps, and the preamps pretty much the same. So the second generation, you actually cannot build better preamps, and I think it's not make any sense to make preamps even better, because they are actually sounds. And actually, I think about maybe better to buy SSL 18 or Arturia Rig 16. I consider, or Antelope Audio Discret 8 or Antelope Audio Arion. And when I start to like dig in and thoroughly inspect all the preamp specs, I discover that this Apollo X6 has the best preamp with technical specs with signal to noise ratio for input signals when you wanted to record something in audio interface. So technically, this audio interface beats all the competitors for the price range less than $3 grand. I don't compare it with like top of the line. I did not compare it with $5 grand RME interfaces. I didn't compare it with Antelope Audio Galaxy, right? It's top of the line. So I just compared it with Antelope Audio Arion and Discret 8 Pro and SSL 18, Arturia Rig 16. So I just make a comparison, and turns out that this Apollo X6 for $1,400, it's outperformed in terms of input, dynamic range, and signal to noise ratio when you record something in the audio interface. It outperformed all of these competitors in the price range less than $2,000 still. So this is the reason why I decided to snatch this audio interface. And you can probably do this too, because the second generation just launched, and they just get rid of they need to like empty the warehouses. So they just sell it off. Just buy it and just buy it. And if you Windows user, just subscribe to my channel. I'm going to keep you updated. So let's start cover the problems with installation because it has some difficulties. So the main problem when you start switching from Windows to Mac OS and you start to install all the drivers and all the programs and try to connect the Apollo audio interface, the main problem is this is not like the Microsoft Windows working. So in Windows, you just plug it in and it's boom, it's working. Right here, it's not, because the Mac OS has a really strict security protocols. So it's not, you connect the device and the system not see the device because you need to lower your security protocols, and you can do it by shutting down the device, shutting down the Mac Mini, holding down when you start, when you press the start button, power on button, and press it at least like 10 or 20 seconds, when the menu, technical menu will appear and you can choose to lowering the security protocol status. And after that, you can install this device, for example, Apollo audio interface. And so this was a little bit tricky. And when I faced this in the first time, I think that the problem with the Thunderbolt cable, and I overnight ordered the new Thunderbolt cable from Apple for $70 freaking dollars, and it's not work with this cable either. So so if you switch from the Windows to Mac, you need just to like understand that the systems works a little bit different. You probably get used to, like, you plug something in and it starts working. That's not the same way in the Mac OS. You need to like make some really hula hoop jumps and really read the manuals, really read something. So you need to be really careful. And this applies to all, because when you install the hard drive in the PC, you just install it and it's working, right? In Mac, no, you need to erase this format to special Apple system. And if you're not gonna do this, so application will not launch from the external drive. So you need to like, it's really complicated at first, but when you get used to it, so just, and also I want to cover the little bit scam of what Apple is doing. So they sell this cheap starter pack Mac Mini, right, for $599 with 16 gigs of RAM. It's okay, but 256 gigs of internal hard drive. And here's the kicker. So the system not optimized to save data. So you're starting to upload the new programs, install the installation processes, and even if you install them on external hard drive, it's still gonna somehow consume the Apple internal drive space. So it's still gonna consume. I don't know why, but it's maybe maybe I need to watch like guide after guide. Maybe I need to press like Shift D X Y Z for 10 seconds plus, then press some kind of button. So it's literally, the Mac work like this, literally. So sometimes you need to press crazy combination of 5-6 button and press it for 5-10 seconds in order to hidden menu appear, and then you can change something. When you're working in Windows, it's not the case. You just do whatever you want with the system, and system can broke down, but it's your fault. But it's it's your responsibility. In Mac, no, the system wants to control everything that you're doing. You like a little child for the Mac. And if you wanted to install some programs, and pretty much all the musical programs from Waves, Universal Audio, what else? It's not a approved publisher the Apple consider. So it's like a third party unknown publisher. So Apple didn't recognize these programs as like a publisher who you can trust. Even Universal Audio, I didn't know what's wrong with Apple, what's wrong with this, because Universal Audio works only good, only stable with Apple. But Apple didn't consider Universal Audio as a like legit program developer, and you need to make some insane security lowerings, hula hoop jumping in order to make this device working. But when you do this, okay, it's a whole different story. So yeah, so if you face a couple of problems, like, don't stress out. Just remember, it's probably it's worth at the beginning, because you're just starting the new system, and just you need to, every system has some upsides and downsides. So you just start facing downsides. Don't be stressed out. So just do not stress out. So, and okay, let's listen. I wanted to record acoustic guitar to my RE20 microphone, and we'll see how it sounds. And by the way, my neighbors start to listen really loud music, so I don't know if you heard this or not, but I'm still gonna record. So I think every musician faced this problem. Sorry about this. I'm sorry about this. Let's start again. So let's listen with the DSP processing. So that was a shootout between these two audio interfaces, and also the X6 was tested with the DSP processing and without it. But it's not a full test because I'm only started to like exploring those plugins. If you want more to subscribe to my channel, and willing to put out some more tests. So with the DSP, without it, compare different audio interfaces. I really like to do this. And I really don't know what the result is going to be, because when I record on Behringer, I doesn't even had the direct monitoring. So I didn't even listen what the sound was. I didn't even know what the sound is going to be. I hope it's no clipping. So we'll find out. So nevertheless, this is my test. How do you like it? Let me know in the comments down below. So I wish you the very nice day. Bye.